We're going to open another one of these vintage Christmas rack packs. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have joined. Um, Now, I've mentioned this in other videos, but with the new subscribers and new viewers, just a reminder on these. Most of the ones you see out there, I'm going to say 96% of the Christmas rack packs you see on eBay and elsewhere are fake. So, there's only one or two legitimate sellers out there. So I recommend steering away from them because they are made by somebody since the time these were supposed to be made. These were made no later than 1962. So anything newer than 62 is a fake. Any sport other than baseball is a fake. And even the ones from the mid-late 50s, early 60s, a lot of those have been faked. People just can recreate the packaging and everything like that. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying. So I don't recommend buying these. I luckily still have a lot in my stash. And I want to open up this one because as time has gone on, I might have overlooked this before, but the first and last cards of vintage sets have added value because back then everybody put rubber bands on. So the first and last cards are going to get rubber banded. I know for me, up until, gosh, I want to say either 84 or 85, I had mine in rubber bands. I know definitely my 83 tops I had in rubber bands. So I had them banded in groups of 50. So I had 1 through 49 rubber banded, 50 through 99, 100 through 149. So, like, I think Pete Rose was card 100 in that year. My Pete Rose from back then is just destroyed because it was in a rubber band. So, this one, there's commons on the front, but they're in nice shape. So I want to get into this. And like I said, even the commons from back then are just in high grade or just have such value, especially if they're low pop. But I want to get into this one because of this card. So I was talking about the first card of a set. There's the first card of the 1960 set. So if this comes out sharp, like I think I just a couple of days ago looked up what a PSA 9. I mean, I'm not expecting a 9 or an 8. You know, I'd be happy with like mid-grade 6 or 7 condition, but a 9 in this card is almost $2,000. So, I mean, it is a Hall of Famer, but it's a Hall of Famer and the first card in the set. So it'll be fun to see what condition we get out of that. So these only have the 12 cards. 6 are unknown. So if I can do it without revealing the middle cards, I like to do this with looking at the back card, the front card, and then we'll dive into the middle cards to see what we get. First off, before that, real quick, I did a live stream box war a few nights ago. If you haven't seen it, I recommend watching it. It was my channel versus, sorry, this is low tech advertising. Driller and Squish's channel, Driller and Squish. Driller Killer and DJ Squish have an awesome channel. Check them out, subscribe to them, go see their videos. So they were one participant, I was a participant, and it was hosted and put together, and also a participant by COG Sports Cards. Amazing channel. So please go to them, subscribe. They have a live stream every Sunday. I don't think they'll have one the first weekend of July. I think they're on vacation, but you got to go to COG Sports Cards and Driller and Squish. Just fun people who absolutely love the hobby and like it like I do, where they just, these are their cards, they enjoy their cards, they open up stuff for themselves. So it's, they're fun to watch. So we'll see. Sorry if this takes a little bit to get into. This packaging is usually pretty tight, so you got to cut real close to the card. I was going to use a knife, but sometimes I use the knife and I still have to get the scissors to get into it. All right, that came out nice. Boy, that's a sharp card there. Here's another sharp card. So I'm just going real carefully. I know the cutting and opening of things is the boring part of a pack or box opening video, but just it's a good way to see that, you know, there's nothing monkeyed with on these. And one of my recent videos, I think it was out of the 62 pack, I had a really nice pull in the middle, which you don't expect much in the middle of these. So if you go back and watch that video, I'm not going to spoil it, but I was surprised. Come on. This one needed a little bit extra help, huh? Come on, sorry. All right. So this last cell, I believe, had the win. I actually want to look at that last. So we'll go through this cell last. Boy, these are in nice shape. So we'll start with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the back card front, since we already, I already saw it wasn't like a Mickey Mantle or anything like that. So we have some surprises. So we're going to go back card front on these. A couple of tigers. All right, so we have a Ray Semproch, or Semproch. I've never heard of him, but just off center, everything's pretty darn sharp. Beautiful. And this is card 286. Nice. All right, next we have a rookie star of Tom Wyand, or Wyand. A little bit wear on the corners, or at least dinged in a little bit. Card 146. Ryan Duran, he was a semi-star back then. Boy, this is in rough shape, though. He likes his sunglasses. That's a bummer. Yankees pitcher, and well, maybe he wasn't a semi-star. I just know the name, and I guess anybody Yankees is well known back then. And then, oh, this is cool. And this is sharp. John Roseboro. Look at that. Wow. That's nice. Card 88. All right, we're going to put that one on the stand. All right, first up here we have Paul Foytik. Pretty sharp. Card 364. It's pretty sharp. We'll put that on a stand. Jim Coates, this was one that we saw and knew. I didn't see the next card either, so it'll be a surprise for all of us. Card 51, Yankees pitcher in nicer shape than the Ryan Duran. Okay, I've heard of this guy. Chuck Stobbs. Pretty sharp. Card 432. Billy Gardner. That's an interesting color scheme. None of these have creases, so that's nice. I mean, some were pretty worn. Card 106. All right, here we go. It's the exciting part here. See what condition that card number 1 is. Clem Labine. Just a little off center, but sharp. Card 29. All right, Deron Johnson. Rookie card. Card 134. Coach's card. That's a yay. Yay. 469. I don't know if that's a semi-high number, but coach's card. And the early win is pretty nice. This is why I wanted to open the pack. See what kind of win we got, and I'd call that a win. And in the corners, a couple of corners, you could see just a little touched, but not roundy, not, and the centering's not horrible. It's just off to the right and a little up, but that's nice. And of course, it's card number 1 of a Hall of Fame pitcher. That's towards the end of his career, right? Look at that, yeah. 271 and 223. All right. So that was the rip into this 1960 Christmas rack. And, I'm happy with the condition of this early win. It could have been a lot worse. It could have had a front like way off center like that. It could have, even the Roseboro is pretty off center, even though it's a very sharp card. So, one of the nicer centered cards out of this break here was this win, and that was the reason why I wanted to get into this. So that's something I would definitely grade down the road. Maybe it gets a 6. I'm happy with that. Vintage over 60-year-old card number 1 of the set in that shape. Not complaining. So probably the sharpest card of the break, I'm looking at him right now, is probably this Jim Coates. That's even more centered than the win, and the color just jumps on this, and the corners are a little better than the win. So that's, for getting a Yankees pitcher in that shape, that's nice. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.